All right, so I have my pine board here that I'm going to be cutting to a rough length that I'll be able to use for the fascia on the side and also on the front. So I'll use it in two places here. Actually, soffit on the side and fascia on the front. But anyways, I wanted to show you how to use this saw right here. This is a circular saw, and a lot of homeowners own them, and they don't own one of the chop saws. Nowadays, they have the chop saws that actually will slide out to you, also come down and slide out, or slide down and move back. Those things cost like $500. So this saw right here costs about $100, in that ballpark. I'm gonna cut at this location, and the most important thing right here to show you is that my cut is going to be on the outside of my sawhorses. So I have two sawhorses set up here, and my cut is going to be outside of them. If I made a cut in the middle of my sawhorses, like right here, when I cut, it would just fall down into the middle there, and it would be dangerous. It would potentially push the saw back towards me. So what I want to do is I want to have the pieces coming off that I'm going to be using just fall off to the side here. Okay? So I measured my 26. I'll go ahead and I'll draw that line across a little bit better. So here's my line that I'm cutting. And I'm going to use this thing here. It's called a speed square. This is a larger speed square. It goes all the way up to 12 inches here. But I'm going to use that as a guide for the edge of my saw to run against. So I cut a square line. So I'll bring my saw blade up to the edge here, and I'll set this to it so I'm at the right location there. I want to get myself some power, so let me grab that quickly. Power out here now, and I'm plugged in. And I'm going to go ahead and make this cut. So I'll line my blade up to that spot there, and I'm just going to run across this using that guide there. Now I have my cat's underneath this, so I want to make sure that she knows that. There she goes. Get out of here. There's my square cut on the end there. I'll be using that. One thing also too, and let me unplug this to show you, is that with a circular saw here, we have a guard. So when I set this down on the table, I'm not cutting when I'm cutting the table when I set it down. This retracts and moves around. And there are a lot of cuts that you'll have to start with it away so that you can plunge into it. I also have a lever back here that I can decide how much of that blade I want to be showing. So I can set it down like this and lock it so that only a certain amount of that blade is sticking out past the bottom there. That wouldn't cut through this board as it is.